Algorand just announced something major. They are now fully supporting x402 payments. Yes, we have Agentic payments coming to Algorand. This is huge. So in this video, we're going to show you what x402 is for anybody that maybe isn't aware of it, then show you why Algorand is important to x402 and what they're bringing to the table here. So let's go ahead and jump into it. This is coming from Algorand's actual website. The link will be down in the description below. All my research is always in my description because I want you to go and use this information for yourself. None of this is financial advice. Always do your own research. That is extremely important. Now let's go ahead and jump into what is x402 and let's get a better overview of what this is for anybody that's curious. Go ahead and read along with me here. It says x402 is an emerging payment standard built on HTTP 402 to enable autonomous payments over the web. On Algorand, x402 is implemented as a production-ready payment flow. Algorand's low-fee, instant finality, and deterministic execution model allows HTTP payments requests to pair with on-chain settlement without breaking synchronous request response patterns. This makes x402 practical not just as a concept, but as an internet-native payment mechanism that can operate at scale. If that didn't bring any kind of clarity to you and you're still trying to figure out what x402 is, don't worry. We're going to keep going on and breaking it down more throughout this video. Just letting you know though, if you are new to Algorand or maybe you haven't caught up to what Algorand's doing here recently, I made a video here recently right here. I will leave it down in the pinned comments and description as well. And what we do in that video is we cover Algorand coming back to America with a new board of directors. And we show the history of these new board of directors. When you take a look at your screen here, we have Bill, Rebecca, Michael, Stacy, and Alex. We go through their work history and break down what they've done in the past and why it is huge for these people to be on the new board for Algorand. So if you're interested in that, check that video out. A lot of good information in that to keep get you up to date for Algorand. Now let's keep going on. Let's read more about the agentic commerce and how it's changing, how we do payments. So let's read on, follow along with me here. It says, traditional online commerce user interface, UI, is built for human interfaces and slow to coordinate. Agentic commerce replaces this machine-to-machine interaction, API-driven workflows, and continuous optimization. In AI systems, autonomous agents increasingly search, decide, negotiate, and transact autonomously. As decision-making costs approach zero, long-tail market emerge, and capital is allocated in real time. x402 enables micropayments at scale, supports use cases such as pay per API access or even API request, on-demand compute, and accesses the premium data and content. Payments must be instant, low cost, and software native, exactly what x402 delivers for seamless agent transactions. So to shine more light, more color on it, as we move closer to adopting crypto, blockchain, etc., going in 2030 and beyond, when we start seeing this at full scale, you're going to use, not just us, businesses as well, AI agents is going to be a massive part of our reality. And through that reality, it's going to help us settle payments and make purchases, etc. And we're looking at things like when you want to automate your payments, right? Hey, go ahead and order this for me as you're talking to your AI agent. Hey, order me this, blah, 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 blah. It's going to do all the background work for you, so you don't have to go in and physically do your credit card, etc. And x402 is one of these avenues in which that's going to take place and how that's going to happen. But let's read on more about agentic commerce for people that are still trying to get some more clarity around this, because on this channel, I want to make sure everybody understands what's coming and what these projects are doing. So let's read along here, give you a better understanding what agentic commerce is. So it says, agentic commerce is the next evolution of digital shopping where AI agents act on behalf of consumers and businesses and to autonomously research, negotiate, and complete purchases. Moving beyond simple chat box, the intelligent agents handle complex multi-step tasks, reducing friction in the purchasing journey and transforming it into a proactive, personalized experience. So hopefully that gives you a better understanding, some clarity of what agentic commerce is. I'm sorry guys, I'm feeling under the weather here. I'm just groggy and tired, but I wanted to get this information out. I didn't want to wait anymore because this was a huge news story to me. I was excited about it. So forgive me if I'm a little off here, but let's keep reading on and let's read more about modernizing commerce, why x402 leverages blockchain and how this now I'll be start moving into Algorand because this is what you're here for, right? So let's move into it. Read along with me here. It says, for agentic commerce to scale, the underlying payment mechanism must be as fast automated as the AI agents themselves. Traditional banking rails lack the speed and programmability required for granular granular, high-frequency micropayments. Using a blockchain like Algorand, x402 bridges the gap by providing a reliable and transparent settlement layer that provides cost efficiency, makes fractional cent transaction viable through minimal network fees, verification at scale, automated cryptographic proof of payments that eliminates manual intervention, seamless integration, a hidden infrastructure layer that supports familiar web-based interfaces while providing security of decentralized rails. So when we think about implementing and getting adoption at mass scale, when we look at blockchain and crypto, I think it's important to understand that the masses really won't know they're using crypto, right? So if you have an Uphold debit card, credit card, or Coinbase, whatever kind of crypto card you have, you can use that at the store now using your stable coins, and people behind the counter don't know you're using it. You may not even know you're using it. That's how seamless and integrated this technology will be. And that's how X402 is going to work as well. It's going to be able to work on old HTTP websites, right? This is massive. This is how we get mass adoption. You have to seamlessly merge the two, and Algorand x402 are making that happen. So let's read on more about x402 and look at the other use cases. And again, I'm not going to read all the details, so use that link in the description to read through this article yourself. A lot of good information that I'm not going to cover in it, so definitely check that out. So go ahead and read along with me here and look at the different use cases. It says X402 enables programmable internet native payments that integrate directly into web request flows. On Algorand, these patterns become practical at scale, supporting high frequency, low value transactions without breaking synchronous request response architectures. So we have micropayments, machine to machine, or you might hear it as M2M payments, agentic payments, pay as you go access, subscription and renewals, pay per API call. So as we start looking at how payments, crypto, blockchain, etc. looks like going forward, I think one key note we hit on that was going to be subscriptions and renewals. Everything we're going to, you probably have heard this quote 1,000 times, you will own nothing and be happy. That is the lifestyle we're moving into. Everything's going to be subscription based, right? We're already seeing that now. And we're looking at things like Discord now, making sure you use a Face ID to log in. You're starting to become more tracked, more regulated, and everything is going to be online or on chain. This is moving that forward, and X402 is going to be a major piece of that. But let's keep going on and let's look at the actual thing you're here for, which is, of course, how Algorand moves into X402 and what it brings to X402 payments. So again, read along with me here, guys. Let's check it out. It says, Algorand is particularly well suited as a settlement layer for X402, enabling internet native payments flows to operate at scale. Low transaction fees make micropayments and pay-per-use pricing economically viable. Predictable performance provides consistent fees and confirmation times under load, allowing agents to operate without congestion-aware logic. Algorand composability, smart contracts on X402 operational logic provides an advantage for agentic commerce by enabling programmable pricing, authorization, and usage rules. Instant and deterministic finality supports real-time HTTP request flows without confirmation delays. Stablecoins support enables predictable pricing for APIs, data, and services. Zero downtime since launch and 10,000 transactions per second ensure instant payment, execution, and settlement. Native atomic transaction grouping allows payments, authorization, and use logic to settle together without intermittent states. Algorand sees what's coming. They understand 2030 and beyond how we're going to interact with the Internet of Value, the Internet of Things. And one of my last videos, we were talking about how important stablecoins are, even though they're boring. Stablecoins was the first mass adoption release, right? So a lot of people were like, oh, you know, stablecoins are here, nobody cared. That was what, 2025, when all this stablecoin momentum, Genius Act, etc. was going. But what people were missing is stablecoin is the piece that we need when we look at AI agents paying, when we look at crypto and blockchain, etc. That is the money of value. And this is the first thing they brought out, getting people used to it, learning how to interact with it. Now they're moving into bringing the Internet of Value to scale. And we're seeing that with X402 Algorand. And this comes at a time we look at X, or Twitter, as you may know it, trying to do the everything app. They're bringing out their payment system, which will be using X402 as well. So this is a massive step forward, and Algorand is putting a stamp on it saying, hey, we're backing this. We're going to help push this style of payments going forward into the future. So now let's do just kind of a quick recap of what all this is, consolidated in a quick post so we can put it all together for anybody that's still trying to get what's going on here. So check it out. This is from Algorand's LinkedIn page, and this is how I actually found it. So it says, and this is going to kind of give you a top line here, read along with me here. It says, what does fully supported mean? So the X402 spec has been merged by Coinbase. A production facilitator is live via Go Plausible. A bazaar for agent discovery is up and running. All necessary developer tools is available. Developers can now build micropayments, pay per API calls, machine-to-machine payments, agentic payments, pay-as-you-go access, autonomous renewals. Why Algorand X402 traffic is high frequency and low value. It requires low transaction fees, instant deterministic settlement, atomic grouping of payment and instructions, stablecoin support, reliable performance under load. So Algorand is stepping forward, bringing payments of X402, Internet of Value forward. So the sleeping giant that people think is dead is just actually waking up right now. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you found something informative or important in this video, please hit that like button, consider leaving a comment. And as I said before, if you like this kind of reporting where there's no hype, no FUD, no FOMO, I'm not gonna get you all excited and make you feel good inside. I just wanna bring you the facts. If you like that, consider hitting that subscribe button. We would love to have you a part of the channel. But before we let you go though, hey, take care of yourself, take care of the people around you, and become the change you wanna see. I'll see you on the next one.